Well, we have the pleasure and the honor of sitting here and visiting with Gage Harrison from Kansas City, from Oak Park High School. And Gage, first of all, just want to thank you for coming over to us. Not, you know, kind of a little roundabout way of doing that, because we really thought we were going to get you at the other place. And you went to Oklahoma City University, and now, you know, wrestled for them, started for them as their 141-pounder, academic All-American, national qualifier. You know, really, as a true freshman, did a tremendous job for them. And we feel fortunate to get you to transfer to us here and become a Maryville wrestling saint. So thanks. First of all, I just want to say thanks, Gage, for you know, becoming part of our wrestling family. And you know, Oak Park High School, gosh, you guys had some tremendous teams there. You've wrestled. If you think of your career and some of the guys you wrestled with,
yeah,
you were really fortunate. I mean, you did a great job. You're one of them. You know, state champion, all kinds of stuff. But talk about, you know, that experience. You guys had quite a thing going there.
My cousins were actually, one of them was one of the 4-time state champs on the team, so my goal in life was to be on the banner with my cousins, so it was kind of a family tradition to go there. And everybody that was on that team from the first year that we won the first of 6 straight titles, I'd been wrestling with almost all those kids since I was 8, 9 years old, maybe younger than that, some of them 7, like. So it was like being a part of a family from day one all the way till I graduated. And once the program kind of split off and everything kind of changed, like, it was a little bit more difficult to be a part of a family and make everything the same way, which was kind of my challenge with our other captains, was to try and instill the same family thing. And that was fun because it kind of felt like the big brother for once, and I've always been like the little brother on the team. So
you became a leader.
Yeah, it was a good deal to be able to see the transition and being one of the younger kids that had somebody to look up to, and all those guys had to go on to college and be college wrestlers, and then halfway through my high school career, I had to be the new big brother with all the other senior captains or junior captains at the time, and we had to look out for the kids that had looked up to us when we were in the kids program. So it was kind of a cool little role reversal.
And then, of course, wrestling with Elijah.
Wrestling with
Elijah Madison, JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo Green, Cody T, Elijah, all those guys. Family. I've lived at their houses for weeks on end. A couple of them have lived with me. It was the true definition of a family when it comes to a team. Debbie
Tyler was great when she was
Debbie Tyler.
She was the wrestler's mom for all of them. When she was
she's
great woman.
Always there, always there for Cody.
Yeah, right.
And everyone else.
Yeah. So, gosh, you guys had it going. That you had some stuff going. That's a neat. You know what? You just got to feel fortunate that you were able in your high school, because most don't get to have that kind of thing happen to them. You know, and wrestle with that many good wrestlers and be part of it and be a significant part of it. So, but again, we're fortunate to get you here and talk a little bit about your academics, kind of what you're thinking about, and you know, your transition. You had 1 full year there at Oklahoma City University, and the transferring here. Did you get most of your hours to transfer, and is that working out okay?
Academically, I came into college looking to be a business major, and I wanted to do marketing so that I could get into a front office job with a big marketing company and make a ton of money and wear suits every day. Now that I got a year under my belt, I pretty much completed almost all my classes for general eds, like the first half of my general eds at OCU. I ended up actually transferring here with a higher GPA than what I left OCU with, because the only class that I received a low grade in didn't transfer over here. So it basically didn't apply to my schedule or anything. So, and they re-offer the class here.
Oh,
so
wow.
I basically get to retake that class without ever having to deal with erasing a grade. So that's always good. And then I actually like this school better for business-wise, even though OCU has a really good business school and it's accredited and they have all the proper nominations and all that, but here they have a more specific business part that I wanted to get into, which is the sports management side, because I want to hope to get into a front office job with a professional football team, and then hopefully go back to have them make me go back to law school so I could be a sports agent or some type of lawyering position to make even more money and get to travel and hopefully go to a Super Bowl.
You are a resident guy. All I have to do is ask you about how the college scene's going in football, the pro scene. You got it. You and TM, the beast. You guys got her down. You know, I'm amazed at how you keep up with it.
ESPN.
Is it mostly football, or do you do that with all sports? Or
mostly football for the most part.
You really enjoy it, don't you? I mean, you enjoy the games and just knowing the play. I mean, you know, I'm amazed at what you and TM can. You know, I played football for years and years, but you know football a lot better than I do. I don't get a chance to watch it that much anymore.
Well, your job's a little bit more important than mine right now. But I mean, my favorite thing about football, I started playing football in first grade. My dad coached me. My dad still coaches. My little brother plays. He's been playing since kindergarten or maybe even preschool now. I don't know, but I mean, it's just been a huge part of my life. That was the first sport I got introduced to that I really bonded with my dad. So that was like.
And your dad coached you?
He still coaches.
Still coaches. He's a heck of a defensive coach, right?
Yeah, he actually coaches the 8th grade team in the Kansas City area. And my brother is now an 8th grader playing outside linebacker for him, and they're ranked 22nd in the country.
Oh wow!
And so if they play good the next 2 weeks, they'll be going to Disney World to play against the best teams in the country.
Oh wow! And you got to go through that experience, and you played. You're a good high school player, and
yeah, I played. I accomplished a lot in high school. Our team actually lost almost all of our players for football to the new school, Staley, and all my friends that I played football with for 10, 12 years, they had all gone to Staley to go be with the new coach, and I had to stay at Oak Park because wrestling was more important at the time.
Yeah, but you did a tremendous job for them. Started for them, and
yeah, I was a
tough player,
3-year varsity player, 2-year defensive player, and team captain my senior year.
I commend you. I commend you. Jeez. And again, we're fortunate to have you. Golly. Well, you know, I want to. You made the transition to our team. Gosh, you really seem to be fitting in. I mean, it's like you've been part of us for the whole time. I'm amazed at how you just blended. And I knew you would. I just knew you would. I knew you would be part of the wrestling family. Just, you know, the guys would just embrace you and you them. So that's been good. And you got a lot of friends on the team. Yeah, actually, a whole bunch. You know,
it's pretty cool being on a team from Missouri now, where everyone kind of had a general idea who I was before I got here. Going to Oklahoma, no one had a clue who I was. I was just another person that coach had brought in. Yeah. And now it's kind of like I'm wrestling with kids that I've known since like I was below the table. And so it's a pretty cool little deal.
You know, 5 of you 7 new ones we brought in are from Missouri. 5 of the 7. So, you know, 1 from Nebraska and 1 from Iowa, and the rest of you are from Missouri. So, but that's good. That's good stuff. Well, anyway, I want to wish you a great season. I think I really think you're going to do well. I really do. I feel like you'll do well. But we want to wish you a great season. You're putting in the time, you know. And I think that last year, you know, where you're the varsity guy, that experience is invaluable. Even though we're wrestling a little different schedule, you've still got all that experience in. The college wrestling, you got that experience in. So.
Yeah.
Anybody you want to shout out to, people you want to say hi to?
I just want to say thank you to my parents and all my coaches and everyone that's helped me along the way. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here.
Oh, yeah.
And all the teammates, all my friends.
We've been the benefactors of that. I mean, and you know what, you have to feel for it. You've had some really good coaches up through not only just but the wrestling coaches that you've had an opportunity to work with from the club all the way.
Oh yeah,
all the way up. You've had some tremendous coaches.
Randy, Earl, Ricky. I mean, those are 3 of the coaches that coached me from when I was like 4th grade on. And then Coach Rupp, of course, Coach Mayab, all the coaches that I've had from.
Did your dad help with wrestling a little?
My dad only wrestled a year.
So he was more just your football coach.
He was a football coach, but he was he taught me a lot of life lessons in wrestling, and he.
Oh yeah, there's care. I mean, you know.
He made me understand what wrestling really could do for you in life. And I I commend him for that because it changed his life, and he only did it for a year.
Yeah.
So.
Well, gosh, thanks. Enjoyed visiting with you, and thanks again for being a Maryville wrestling saint.
Thank you, Coach.